Dubai's most absurd idea yet, the circle. Just Tech. Dubai, a city in the United Arab Emirates, has recently announced a new plan called the Circle. The Circle is a massive 3-kilometer diameter circle that will be used for various purposes, which is what we'll discuss in today's video. So welcome back to Just Tech, and we hope you're having a good day. So let's start with it. The earlier circle plan. Also, this plan is not a recent one, it's just been confirmed now. However, they've been strategizing this one for decades, and now that they feel confident about it, they want to make it happen. Dubai is already quite rich, so they don't have any issues with funding. Dubai is in the process of constructing a new project called the Circle. The Circle is a large, circular, manufactured aerial hollow land that will be the home to a large shopping center, a water park, and a hotel. Several things about this project make it absurd. First of all, the ring is in no shape to be out there so high in the sky surrounding the area of a circle. This is absurd because it is inefficient and impractical. A circular boundary will require more roads and infrastructure than an elliptical or square island, making it more difficult for people to get around. Second, the island is too close to the airport. The circle will be just 800 meters away from the airport runway, which will cause noise and pollution problems. Third, the island is in an area that is prone to flooding. In fact, the area has already been flooded twice in the past 2 years. Fourth, the shopping center that is being built on the island is too small. It will only have room for 350 stores, which is much smaller than other shopping centers in Dubai. Finally, it is unclear how much this project will cost. The original estimate was $150 billion, but that number has been revised several times and may be much higher. What the Circle is trying to achieve. The Circle aims to keep Dubai clean and green. It will be a closed network of driverless cars, flying taxis, and pods connecting the city's airports, shopping malls, and downtown areas. The Circle has been designed to relieve traffic congestion and pollution, but it is absurd on so many levels that it is hard to know where to start. First, driverless cars will only work if everyone in Dubai switches to them. The more people who use them, the better, but there's no incentive for people to do so. Secondly, flying taxis are completely impractical. They are expensive to operate and will only be used by a tiny minority of people who can afford them. Thirdly, the pods are completely unnecessary. They will only add to the city's traffic congestion problems and will be used by very few people. Dubai's new plan, the Circle, is absurd and must be examined before it is implemented. Dubai has been in the news lately, but not for the right reasons. The city has come up with a new plan called the Circle, which would see all citizens live in a giant circle. There are a lot of issues with this plan which needs to be examined. First of all, it's absurd to think that everyone can live in such a small space. Dubai is already one of the most densely populated cities on the planet, and this plan would only worsen things. With rising sea levels, the city is in danger of being underwater in the next few decades. Do you know what else is in serious danger? The subscribe button, so you should definitely tap it once to save its life and get subscribed to our channel Just Tech. Please share this video with all your friends so you can talk about it when you meet. Smart plan, right? Well, going back to the topic, it's unrealistic to expect people to give up their cars. The Circle would be completely car-free, which would be a disaster for the economy. Traffic in Dubai is already bad enough as it is. Finally, this plan would cost a fortune to implement. It's estimated that it would cost around $22 billion just to implement it, and there's no guarantee that it would actually be successful. Dubai can't keep spending money on ridiculous schemes like this. It's time to get serious and focus on more realistic plans. Cost of executing the plan and its sustainability. Dubai's The Circle plan is facing backlash for its hefty price tag of 22 billion dirhams, $7.8 billion. Despite its high cost, The project is estimated only to generate 127 million dirhams, $34.6 million in revenue annually, leaving a large gap between the cost and income. Furthermore, owing to the construction of new buildings and developments such as luxury hotels and attractions, there are looming concerns over the sustainability of this project, as it places great strain on electricity and water resources in this already resource-scarce region. The flaws. Dubai and most of the other Gulf cities are considered to be very advanced. Actually, they are quite advanced. There is no doubt about that. But sometimes, these advancements can give false hope as well. This is exactly what happened in the case of Dubai. Dubai has a plan, everyone, so we want you guys to pay attention and not miss out on any details we'll talk about from now on. Dubai recently announced that they are making an artificial ring called the Circle. Now, most of you might think, what's wrong with that? Well, everything, apparently. The plan to make an artificial ring so big does sound exciting. However, there are several problems with this plan that make it absurd. Let's discuss some of these problems in detail. First of all, the cost of the circle is estimated to be $22 billion. This is an astronomical amount of money, and it is unclear where this money will come from. Dubai is already in debt, and it is unlikely that the government will be able to afford such a massive project. Second, the logistics of the circle are questionable at best. It is unclear how people will get around the city, or how they will be able to access the various facilities inside the circle. There are also concerns about traffic congestion and pollution. Finally, the circle raises a number of ethical concerns. For example, it is not clear how housing will be allocated inside the circle, or what will happen to the people who currently live in Dubai's slums. Overall, the circle is a deeply flawed plan that should not be implemented. The risks associated with a project of this size. With any project of this size, there are bound to be risks. First, there's financial uncertainty. The circle is estimated to cost an astronomical amount of money, a price tag that could balloon even higher if things don't go according to plan. Additionally, there are environmental concerns about the impact of this huge project on the fragile ecosystems in and around Dubai. Construction could release dangerous toxins into the air or disturb areas rich in wildlife, which could hugely impact the region. Lastly, there is the very real risk that the circle would cause social unrest if it created a new class of wealthy citizens and widened the gap between the haves and have-nots even further. All of these risks must be weighed before any final decision is made. Where does Dubai go from here? With the details of the Circle plan now in the public domain, many critics have raised their concerns about its economic viability, cultural implications, and feasibility. These are all valid questions and should be considered in detail before the project is allowed to proceed. However, there is yet to be any official suggestion from Dubai as to what their approach will be going forward. As such, it appears that the Circle plan remains a mystery for both critics and supporters alike. Considerable work must be done to both clarify the aims and goals of this project as well as understand how it affects both Dubai's population and wider society. The Circle is a perplexing and absurd proposal for a number of reasons. It would require the demolition of large swaths of the city in order to be built, and would be of dubious value even if it could be completed. The transport infrastructure needed to support the project is not currently in place, and it is unclear who would fund such a costly and complex scheme. The Circle is a textbook example of how not to plan a city. It would be an environmental disaster, prohibitively expensive to build and maintain, and would be of little practical use. Dubai would be better off abandoning this ludicrous scheme and focusing on more sensible plans for the city's future. That was it for the video, guys. Let us know what you think about this obnoxious city that Dubai is so proud to announce down in the comments section. Also, if you want to keep watching more videos like this, subscribe to Just Tech and smash the like button while you're at it.